Sing clap. 1, 2.
We're leaving Ho Chi Minh City and we're moving our way up the country. We're going to go to a variety of different places and use a variety of different transport solutions in this video. Buckle up. The first place we find ourselves in is
Dalat, and we've been joined by Zoe. This is the mountainous retreat built by the French to escape the hustle and bustle and the humidity of Ho Chi Minh City, and we are going to go explore. We found the Eiffel Tower! It's not really the Eiffel Tower, and also they call it Tour Eiffel in Paris, so fact. We've come to the supermarket. We've come to the supermarket and we've been repeatedly told that we're not allowed to film inside, which is a shame because then we can't show you this. Or this. You're not allowed to see that. Matt, I think you should use the arm things.
So this is available today for how much? 18 million. It's £566. That's a lot. I mean, it's made in Thailand.
Matt, where are we heading to?
We're heading to the Crazy House.
What's their slogan?
You don't have to be crazy to live. You do.
Oh,
Ow, ow. Hey Ian, what you doing?
I'm on mushrooms again.
Crazy! Where's Zoe? Where's Zoe? There she is! Give us a wave.
Good morning. We've got bikes and we're going to go off exploring around Dalat.
We're at Datanla waterfalls and we're going to go on a roller coaster, Bob. Can I have a pee please, Bob? Oh, is it moving so fast? Ian, what if I said I could offer you one waterfall?
That would be enough.
Good, because that's all we've got today.
alright, have some actual geography facts if you must.
The waterfall is formed because you've got a hard ridge of rock and a softer layer of rock, and the softer layer of rock erodes faster than the harder ridge of rock and therefore causes it to undercut. Eventually that top ridge of rock is so undercut it's not supported anymore and it collapses, and that eventually causes the waterfall to move back upstream, causing a gorge of recession. Enjoy.
We're walking around a Weasel coffee farm. The way it works is they grow the berry, they feed a selection of the berries to the weasels select the best ones. They can't digest the bean that's inside, so that passes right through them. When that comes out, it's left for 6 months, then washed, dried, they select the best berries out of that, then they're roasted and made into coffee.
We are about to have some Weasel coffee. It's taken 6 months to produce, so quite a lot of work. It's the rarest coffee in the world as far as I'm aware. The cost of this cup of coffee is 100,000 dong, which is the equivalent to £3.15. So even though it's the rarest coffee in the world, those people who are watching it with a Starbucks in their hand, sucks to be you.
That's nice.
Doesn't smell of coke.
Better to start.
Got bitterness to start with. So those of you who've watched the Colombia video will also remember us going to get some coffee, and we were just as poetic about the taste of those flavours.
The weasels work from about age 3 to age 7, and then they're released back into the wild where they have about 5 more years of life. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal.
Next we went to Nha Trang, which is to Russia what Magaluf would be to the UK. So we moved away from the beach and we went to a fancy place called iResort. Now, we haven't done a matinee and spend a lot of time on public transport and show you booking offices section, so we're gonna make your day. We're in Nha Trang and we want to get out of here pretty sharpish. So we're at a train station booking office. We're gonna try and get a ticket. We've shouted some English at them and asked for some tickets, so we'll see what they can actually offer us. We've got 3 people involved, 2 people involved. She's the boss of this operation. Okay, let that off. She's trying to get it.
Back. Return journey.
We've paid over 2 million dong for our tickets, and even though the internet said we couldn't get sleeping beds together, this lady seems to think that we have all got them together. Hey, future Ian, did the seats work out? Yes, they did. We are going for an explore down the train. So there's 4 class of seat that you can get here. We're in the soft sleeper. Then there's the hard sleeper, which has 6 beds per cabin.
Where are you from?
London.
We're from
London.
Where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam.
You're from Vietnam.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Have a nice meal. Squeezing past a man in the tiny corridor.
And then the next class is soft seat. So you don't get a proper bed, you just get a seat to try and sleep on, but it's padded and actually feels relatively firm. It's sort of a bit like an average coach seat.
Yeah, one that leans back slightly further.
Yeah, the hard bed is better than a soft seat.
It looks it.
And then last of all, we've got the hard seat, which is like a park bench, and people seem to just choose to sleep on the floor rather than sleeping in the seat.
Exclusively Vietnamese.
There's a few people that were staring at us and they probably recognise us off YouTube.
We woke up in Hue, which contains the Imperial City, a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
This is the Emperor's Reading Room, a whole room just to read in. It's got a lot of specific landscaping and mosaic designs just for reading in. Again, let's just be clear about that. Reading room. One of the most impressive relics of the Forbidden Purple City is the tennis court, which is genuinely called a relic and was built in 1933.
We then jump on a train to Hanoi, which is right in the north of Vietnam. When we arrive, we get to experience the joys of water puppet theatre.
So what did you guys think about the water puppet theatre?
My favourite bit was the sparklers in the mouth of the dragons. That was really cool.
Oh, that was cool. Especially when they went under and then the sparklers were still lit when they came back up.
I like phoenixes. That's all I have to say.
They had crazy necks. I felt like the singers weren't necessarily taking it as seriously as they did on their first day.
I closed my eyes at one point and just enjoyed the atmosphere with my eyes closed. Nodded once and then woke up.
We are exploring the night market.
Boy, I don't think the rest of my wardrobe fits with this.
Chanel number 5, but it's actually boobs number 7.
Yeah, I mean, it's alright. I'm not sure it's my colour.
We've just been to a place that has light bulbs that stay lit even if there's a power cut.
I know. So we're going to see Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum today.
There is quite a long queue.
We weren't allowed to film inside. It's a very short trip. You're ushered round through this small room and you're not allowed to stop moving, otherwise it disrupts the flow of people going through there. In the middle of the room is Ho Chi Minh's preserved body, which now resembles a Disney audio animatronic, except it doesn't move.
And just behind the mausoleum, all the gift shops. We're now walking around the presidential palace area and we've only got a limited time to see everything. Can we do it? Room where Ho Chi Minh used to chair meetings of the political bureau and receive guests. Ho Chi Minh's used cars. Mango Road. This is the house on stilts. Lake. We're in Hoa Lo prison, actually pronounced Halo, which was built by the French at the end of the 1800s to imprison and persecute revolutionary patriotic soldiers, according to the text that's on the wall here. A small number of prisoners did manage to escape through these tiny, tiny sewers. This is death row, and because it was the French colonists, when it was time for them to die, it was the guillotine. When the Vietnamese were fighting the war against the Americans, this prison was then turned around and used to detain US pilots, the most famous of which is Senator John McCain. I just find it interesting to note the bit we were in, it was a tiny slither of what the original prison was like, and I've turned that into a museum that we've just seen. But the rest of the land has been turned into this massive high-rise capitalist structure. It's a very mixed country, this is. We are booking a tour to Halong Bay. This isn't going to make it into the video.
Challenge accepted. Halong Bay is one of the most recognisable natural parts of Vietnam. Huge rocks rise out of the water, some big and some really, really big. We couldn't miss this opportunity to take a look.
Guess where we are?
We're at Halong Bay.
Correct. So we are going to go for a 2-day, 1-night tour with a company called Aloha, paying $60 each. Reviews of Aloha are mixed.
Don't use! Miserable time! Rooms worth buying!
So we're going to see if any of those reviews are actually accurate.
Accurate for all you horrible histories fans.
We're going to go find our room.
Hey, we made it on board. Come and see one of the rooms. Whoa, lighting change. Each room comes with a grumpy man and a woman sat on a bed. And a handsome man in the bottom left. Water comes out of that. Shower. Water comes out of that. Toilet, which hopefully doesn't come out of that. Mirror. Whoa. Camera reception.
How does this compare to your room, Matt?
Let's jump in and let's go see now.
We forgot to film Matt's room.
After getting on the boat, we had a really nice lunch which had fish and vegetables and tofu and was really delicious.
Sorry.
This is Ruth.
Hi, I'm Eggy and I'm allergic to eggs.
Thanks, Ruth. And now we're on the hunt for some caves. We're exploring one of the longest caves that are in Halong Bay, used by the Viet Cong to hide soldiers during the American War. What did the Vietnamese used to hide in the cave?
What?
Soldiers during the war.
You?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
Yeah. We're learning with Natasha. Oh, we've got a bat attacking us.
I don't want to be with the bat and I don't want to be alone.
We're now going to go kayaking. We seem to be doing it a bit early, so no one's wearing any swimming gear. And there seems to be a lot of other people with the kayaks.
And no waterproof stuff. Yeah, I really don't really want
We made it onto the kayak! Yay! There's water in the bottom. Ooh! Oyster farm.
So let's match our strokes. So left, right, left, right. You need to do it a bit more because I'm a bit more effort in at the moment.
You are not doing anything.
Had a lovely dinner, lots of fish, had some chips, had some vegetables, and now we're playing cards. Matt's losing. Day 2, and after extra breakfast we're now going to learn how to make spring rolls. Lorraine loves a spring roll, not a euphemism.
Basically, you just mix all the ingredients up, then wrap that in rice paper. For a more comprehensive recipe, check the internet. After that, we made our way back to shore, and Matt made a friend.
Matt, who's your friend? Who's your friend? It's like a fight.
To read Matt's version of this leg of the journey, go to his blog. There's a link in the description down below, along with links to all the activities that we got up to. Subscribe to the channel so you can join us on the next part of our adventure where we go to Laos. Ciao for now.